Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sammy here. Today's video is going to be talking about my favorite affordable makeup brushes and applicators. I have one thing that is not a brush, but I have a lot in front of me that I want to talk about. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. So let's go ahead and do this in the order that I would normally do my face. You might do it differently, totally fine, but I always start with my eyes just because I feel like it's easier to clean up any mess if there's no foundation already on. So we are going to start with eyes. Now the first thing I want to mention is this kit I got at Target. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush line. It came with 5. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find all of these things and link them in the description box below with prices. So out of this collection, I have 2 brushes that I am absolutely obsessed with. First, I love this eyebrow duo here. I love the spoolie on it. It's just really solid and does a really nice job after putting on my brow product. So I love this. And then it has the angled brush to go ahead and fill in hairs. It's really thin, nicely angled, and it's stiff enough to just like really get in there. And I love this. I think this is tied for my favorite brush out of the collection. The other I like is this. These don't have names on them, but you can see the bristles on this are a little bit longer. They are super, super soft. And I love this for putting color under the eye and kind of smoking out. It's great for that. It's also kind of flat, if you can see. So this would be good for packing some color onto the lid. I believe this kit of 5 brushes was somewhere around $15 to $20. I picked it up at Target, which can be a little more expensive than other drugstore options. Like I know when you compare it to Walmart, it could be different, but Sonia Kashuk brushes, I'm pretty sure are exclusive to Target. So I like this kit, and these 2 brushes out of it are my jam. I do like this one for putting color all over the lid. And then this is a great little detail brush to kind of get into the corner, or if you want to cut out a crease, it's a stiff little brush, so it's good for detail work like that. And then this is a decent crease brush. It's not my favorite that I own, but it's good for getting into the crease. So if you can find this set at Target, I highly suggest it. Great brushes. So next we are going to move on to some Real Techniques. So this is their eye kit. It came with 4 brushes, and out of them, this is by far my favorite. It is called the Base Shadow Brush. And what I love this for is absolutely that, setting down a base. So when I go in with my transition shades, like the light browns, the neutral stuff, and I just want something all over the lid and crease, this is great. It's super soft and I love the shape of it. This is a great brush that cannot be beat. It's really great for getting into that crease. This is a great blending brush. This brush is called the Deluxe Crease Brush, and this is actually quite a bit bigger. So I'm surprised that the names of these 2 aren't switched. This seems like it would be a good base. But this is something I use for all over color. Like if I just want to set my primer, I'll use this with a light shade and just tap on to set the primer before going in with other colors. Love that. Honestly, these 2 I don't really use. This is an angled brush for brows. Don't use it. It's good, but I prefer my Sonia Kashuk one because it has a spoolie on the other end. And this is a liner brush. I've used this a few times, but I am going to show you something that I like a little bit better in a bit. Next up, another one of my Walmart favorites. This is Royal and Langnickel. This is their Smoky Eyes kit. I believe this is right around $8, and it has one brush that is good for crease and blending. This is a small kind of detailed side. This is a 2-sided brush. Normally I'm not crazy about these because after washing them and you set them to dry, it can be kind of funny. And then for storage too, it's like, which way do I put it in the cup? Really not that big of a deal, but normally I don't prefer 2-sided brushes. But this blending side is my favorite blending brush that I own. This is just so good for smoking out, for blending out color. I love it. It's nice and soft and fluffy. And then it also came with this eye shader. It's kind of a flat brush for packing on color. I'm not hugely crazy about it just because of how wide this brush is. I feel like it just takes up a big amount of my eye space. If you have larger lids, this might be something great for you, but when it comes to this kit, I find myself reaching for this always to do my blending out. I love it. And next I have a couple standalone brushes. These are actually all from e.l.f. This is something newer that I picked up. I saw this at Target about a month back. This is a great little pencil detailing brush. You can see it's kind of dirty right now, but I am absolutely in love with this. This is so good for getting those fine details, either the outer corner, the inner corner, if you really want to pack something in. I don't know if you can tell, but it is just so thin at the top. It's pointed and it's such a small little brush. It is fantastic for detail work. e.l.f. killed it on this brush. It has numbers on the end, 202. I don't know if that means anything, but it's just a really nice pencil brush. It was a little more expensive than their other brushes because I feel like this is like a higher quality line, but this is fantastic. You can't beat it. Next from e.l.f. I have their angled eyeliner brush. Now I like an angled eyeliner so much better than a straight eyeliner. Just for me, I feel like it's so much easier. You can work these different angles and it's really easy to get a nice clean wing with this. Whereas when I have a straight brush, I don't know why I find it so much more difficult. Picked this up for I think $3 at Walmart and I have been loving it since. And last but not least for the eyes is this brush from e.l.f. Now this is from their most basic line. I want to say this was $1, but this is the best brush that I have for packing color onto the lid. It has this nice flat shape and it's thin enough. It's not too big like the other one I was showing from Royal and Langnickel. This is perfect for me to just kind of pat on and pack color. And for $1, like honestly, you cannot beat this. And I actually do have one last eye tool that I forgot about. I use this so much that the handle actually broke off. This is from e.l.f. and I believe this is $3 as well, but this goes under the eye and this is fantastic for putting on mascara. I always get mascara under my eyes and on my lids because I have longer eyelashes, and so having this to kind of protect is fantastic. And I know they make the eyeshadow shields and things like that, but the fact that this is washable and reusable, I'm all about it because I would go through eyeshadow shields like insane if I were to use them. And then you don't have gobs of mascara underneath your eyes, which I love, especially after you've done concealer and powder. You don't want to have to go in and touch up. It's a mess. I love this thing. I have used and abused it. Poor baby lost her handle. All right, moving on to the face tools and brushes. I have two things that I love for foundation. If you're a brush gal or guy, you will love this. This is the Morphe Y6. It is a flat top kabuki. I know this isn't drugstore, but this brush was $9.99, which compared to other high-end brushes like it, this is a steal. It is nice and soft, but the brushes are so dense in there. This is great for just buffing out your foundation. It doesn't leave streaks or anything like that. And I love that it's a flat top because for me, I can really kind of get in and get into those small spaces and buff out my foundation really nicely. So I love this. This is from their Gilded collection and it's actually this like really pretty gold color. So I love this brush and I am definitely looking forward to trying more brushes from Morphe. I've heard nothing but good things. So if you like brushes for your foundation, you gotta check this one out. And if you are more of a sponge or beauty blender type of a person, you need this in your life if you have not already tried it. I have been using and abusing these Real Techniques sponges for ever since I first saw it a couple years ago and picked it up. This applicator is fantastic for foundation, and I like that it has a little flat end on it, so it's just easy to get into all those spaces for concealer. I love this for cleaning up my contour. I'll just dunk it in powder and just really easy. It has a nice flat edge so you can clean up a contour. You can bake with this, buff out foundation. I do everything with this and I am obsessed with it. I could not live without it. But this was, I think it was like $4.98. So $5 at Walmart, and for all the use I get out of it, $5 is like a freaking steal. You can also find these at Target. I've seen them at CVS and Walgreens before, so it just depends on if the store near you carries it, but Walmart and Target would be your best bet for this guy. You need it. And it's so soft and squishy. I haven't even had a desire to try the Beauty Blender because I'm so obsessed with this. I'm like, why find anything else, or why even try anything else when I'm so happy? And next, moving on to setting and powder, is this Royal & Langnickel Powder Brush. This thing is massive and soft, and it feels luxurious and wonderful. This is not great for like getting into small spaces and setting, but this is great for just a quick dunk in your powder, set all over the face. I love it. And this came on its own. I got it at Walmart, and I will link the price below. I believe this was somewhere right around $8. And next, for contour, if you have watched my channel before, you have seen me use this. This is the Quick Contour Brush by Royal & Langnickel. This came in a kit with this brush, which I will talk about in a sec. But if you can see, it kind of has this like little divot right here. And what's great about this is that divot can just sit on your cheekbone and you just swish across a few times and it leaves a great clean line for contour. It is super quick. It is quite foolproof, and I've got to say I love it. Every time I contour, I reach for this brush when I'm doing powder. I haven't tried this with a cream or anything. Maybe I should try that, but it's just so soft. Royal & Langnickel's brushes are so dang soft and luxurious feeling. For a drugstore brush, I'm like, I live for this. It's wonderful. And then again, this actually came in a kit with it. This is the Highlight and Glow brush. And I love this because it's not super dense, it's light and fluffy, and it picks up highlighter so nice and just lays it down nicely. And I love it. So far, this is my favorite highlighting product that I've used. I find myself reaching for this always because it's just a petite, cute little, and it gets in there so well. I love this. These came in a kit, I want to say for somewhere right around $10 at Walmart. And my last two brushes, this is the blush brush by Real Techniques. I don't know if you could tell, but this poor thing is like all dinged up and dented, but I love this. I picked this up at Walgreens, and I swear this is like such a steal. I didn't even know, but apparently it was on clearance, because when I got up to the register, this rang up for like $3, and I was like, pretty sure the tag said that this was like $7 or $8, but I love it. It is so soft, and it's just the best for packing on blush. I even use this sometimes if I'm doing like not a contour but all over bronzing. This is just great to get up in there, and it's a good affordable blush brush. Love it. And last but not least, e.l.f. had me shook with this brush. This is their Flawless Face Brush, and you could do anything with this. I particularly use it, I dunk it into my bronzer, and I kind of get my forehead, and this is another kind of all over bronzing brush, and I get sides of my cheeks and my jaw. I like this because it's sort of angled. I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of like tapers up to the top. So there's kind of a thin top to it if you wanted to really kind of get into the hollows of your cheekbones or something for contouring. This is also big enough that it could be a really good powder brush. Again, bronzing, you could probably use this for blush. Like, I mean, just the possibilities with this guy are endless. I love it. It is so soft and fancy. I just love the mess out of this brush. I use it for everything. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Those are my current favorite affordable brushes. The thing is, to have great brushes, you do not need to break the bank. There are so many incredible, affordable options. These are just a few. Obviously, I haven't even scratched the surface of what's out there, but these are just my current favorites. So let me know in the comments down below, what are your guys' favorite affordable brushes? I am always willing to try things out. Let me know if you like any of these, or if you don't, what works for you, what doesn't. If you like videos like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Please make sure to subscribe before you leave. And again, thank you so much for watching. The fact that you could be doing anything right now, but you chose to hang out with me and talk some makeup and watch this video means the world to me. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are, and we'll see you next time.